Alright, you guys, welcome back to some more Ley-Line. We once again had some big reveals with Louis being the head of the family and being able to use Ligustia in a different way than we thought. Kind of an artificial magi, I guess. So, that was quite the surprise. I'm excited to see where we're going to go from here, what kind of surprises are in store for us this episode. Let's go ahead and continue on. Fortunately for us, it seems that none of the disciplinary committee members have made their way here yet, so everyone's safe.
リトさんまで?
管理よ。
As she says that, she follows Heidi, who rushes up the stairs. She's here to enforce OSHA labor laws. Rito really doesn't want the book to be out of her sight. We're not supposed to take books out of the library, so we had her come with us to keep watch instead.
なるほど。
村雲くんとルイさんは?
Well, I explained how we were attacked by Momo-senpai, but were able to fend them off with Louis' help.
そうですか。赤い目のマギー。
Ah, yeah, I wonder who this could be. You also mentioned being an artificial one. Freaking red eyes. In spite of the fact that the red-eyed magi are extremely powerful, I suppose he classed because he's an artificial magi. He mentioned that his family had passed down magic from generation to generation, so maybe they did that by creating an artificial magi who were hidden under the guise of a branch
ちょっ
family.
と手を貸してくださる?
We hear her voice coming from
なんでしょう?
upstairs.
魔術書をこう開いたまま持っていてほしいの。わかりました。ここはほころびを修正すればいけそうね。次の文字。これは安定の印では？読めるの？ならお願い。そこの並びの印を順番に言っていって。ええ。次はつなぐ印でしょうか。それから方向を示す印。
I didn't know Ushio was like well versed in any of that stuff. Learn something new every day. With Muko's assistance, Heidi is completely focused on her work, drawing a complicated diagram on the wall behind the open door and reciting some sort of incantation.
空間が揺らぎ始めてる。
The wall shakes like a curtain and grows ever so slightly translucent.
少し。ページをめくって。空間をつなぐ呪文があるはずなの。
It's not going to be ripped out, is it?
はい。
There's the page. Heidi's eyes run through the text there. She takes a deep breath and says the spell aloud in a dignified voice. Okay, I was like, oh no, there's gonna be some twist here. Like, oh, the page is missing.
つなぐものの印を知る者が命ず。彼方はここへ。ここは彼方へ。教会よ。退け!
With a pleasant high-pitched sound, the wavering space shatters into bits and pieces.
やったわ! つながったわよ!
The stone wall vanishes and we can see the other world on the other side of the door.
本当だ!
間違いありません。時計塔の中で。
Great job, Heidi. You saved the day.
任せなさいよ。
Oh, I have faith in you. As much as she's trying to give an energetic response, the relief she feels turns into a feeble one.
済んだの?
Rito peeks over Heidi's shoulder. Yeah, thanks, Rito.
はい、魔術書。無茶言って持ち出させてごめんなさい。
By the way, I just want to say this music track in the background, I think is probably one of my favorite in the entire game. Like, it's so good.
役に立ってよかったわ。
There's a few, like, tracks in this that just kind of stand out to me, and this is one of them. Happy Mayor also is a game that seems to have a lot of music tracks that stand out to me. Rito smiles upon receiving their return,
それ
but...
じゃあ、私はこれで戻ってもいいかしら。ええ、ありがとうございました。
Alright, let's get going. I like the enthusiasm, Koga. That's what I need right now, because you know something is gonna happen here, and it's gonna be so good. All of us pass through the door at once. I mean, that seems like a safety hazard. Uh-oh, it's red.
真っ赤だ。
Magic circle is emitting an unsettling red light, a drastic change from how it normally is.
やれやれ。ここへ来たということは、暗示魔術が解けたんだね。
The principal stands off to the side with a troubled expression on her face. She glances at each of us as she shrugs her
お
shoulders.
やもしかして聖護院さんを破ってきたのかい
Louis messed her up. No
伸
lie.
びてるいいのかい彼女はこういう時のために普段から能力をセーブしていたんだよ
I'm not afraid of a homunculus, but I am afraid of that Ermine.
彼女は君たちが思うよりずーっと言うのだよ
I'm really hoping, and I know this might be a long shot, I'm really hoping they reveal the Ermine right now. Like, during this scene. I'll lose my shit if they do.
なんですって
But I don't know. Maybe they won't.
あなたは戻ってください
Like, I'm just surprised. I'm like, what's gonna happen in the third game if all of this is happening in the second? Like, where are we going? Go whispers to the distressed Heidi.
でもルイさんと村雲くんが心配ですそれは私だってでも聖護院先輩にまた動き回られたらこちらも困ります危険を知らせることは命令違反ではないでしょう分かったわありがとう
I want to know what the principal has up her sleeve, though. I'm assuming she's not defenseless. Like, I'm assuming she either has some kind of mist or some way of protecting herself. I don't think that she's necessarily as defenseless as maybe she wants us to think she is. She nods and runs back to the school as fast as her legs can take her.
お客様は賢明だね
Principal gives a hearty laugh as she watches Heidi's figure from behind. Maybe she's feeling more relaxed now that we are fewer in
ミ
numbers.
ブさん村雲さん
She leisurely turns her back to us and calls down the direction of the magic circle.
お呼びですかあ、古賀くん
The two scapegoats respond to the summons and
カラ
run
スマくん
over. That was exactly what we wanted. Muko and Amaru unfurled the bedsheet with the magic circle to reverse hypnosis.
それは
Principal takes a step towards us after immediately realizing its purpose. Whoa there, you're not going anywhere. I move in front of her to block her path.
動いて
As if answering Muko's prayer, the hastily made circle glows faintly. Bathed in its light, the two girls start staggering about as if they've woken from a daze. Tsubaki-chan, Sumi-chan.
しっかりして正気に戻って
二人とも早くこっちへ
While blocking the principal's way, Muko and Amaru grab Tsubaki-chan and Sumi-chan's hand and pull them into the magic circle.
なんだえあやだ何してたの私これはこんな
You two are hypnotized. How are you feeling?
おおすまないなんてことだそんなものまで用意していたとはね
I'm just waiting for another ace in the hole by like Fujita or somebody. Because it's just this is going too smoothly for us. I was really expecting there to be like a really big battle to like try to like get people back from being hypnotized. It seems like we've just kind of gotten everyone back really quick. And we still haven't gotten to see, you know, Shizuka use any of his power yet. We haven't really seen what Fujito has up her sleeve, and we haven't seen what this freaking Ermine has up its sleeve. Freaking it's red beady eyes. They keep mentioning red eyes. They mention it over and over and over. Like they're trying to hint at red eyes are dangerous. And then you see these little red eyes and you're like, You seem surprised that naturally your voice is lacking in its usual laid-back tones instead of filled with bitterness. You're the last one. I move one step forward as she takes a half step back. She knows the odds are in her favor.
学園長ねえもうやめましょうよ
カラスマくん
He pleads desperately.
思い直してくれませんかこんなこともうやめましょう俺は間違ってると思いますこんな間違った方法で生き返っても 嬉しくなんかないと思います。
That's what I'm wondering. Is it even for them? I don't think it is.
きっとみんなそうですよ。風呂山地さんだって春日さんだってみんな昼の生徒たちを犠牲にしてまで生き返ったって嬉しくないですよ。
そうだね。君の言うことはまさに真実なのだろう。
Despite what she says, she slowly shakes her head.
それでも夜の生徒を復活させることが我が主の望みなのだよ。それならば私は従うのみ。
It's crazy hearing her like say something like that.
学園長。
たとえどんな手段をとってもね。
She places a hand on the magic circle and mumbles something. A symbol from the middle of the circle floats in the air, solidifies, and flies in the principal's hand. The magic circle makes a roaring noise and starts flickering as if it was broken.
あの印は確か暗転を意味する。
Oh, it's gonna start like, you know, branching out looking for more mana. That's what's gonna happen.
暴走してる。魔力がダメ。このままじゃ周り中から魔力吸い始めるよ。私が。
Without a moment's hesitation, Tsubaki-chan sprints towards the unrestrained magic circle. Sumi-chan quickly follows after her. Tsubaki-chan, Sumi-chan!
姫ちゃん、頑張って。
Two Magi start offering the mana to the circle in an effort to stop it from indiscriminately absorbing mana from those in the
こん
vicinity.
なことはしたくなかったのだが、君たちが邪魔するから仕方ないんだよ。こんな勢いで座れたら外にいる生徒もだろうね。ここ実は東寮の真下だからね。
Oh, well that's good to know.
では諸君、ごきげんよう。
She takes out the key of Vienna's and disappears through in the blink of an eye. I find it very interesting that Nino Mai wasn't saying anything. I know Nino Mai sometimes is quiet, but she's like not talking to Nino Mai. I try to chase after her, but the door closed before I managed to catch up.
カナスマ君、
She tosses the key of Vienna's to Amaru.
私と姫ちゃんはここを押さえる。
わかった。
Alright, counting on you, Amaru.
学園長のところへ。
The door appears as she shouts that into the sky and turns the key.
よしっと。
I tie up the unconscious Shoguin senpai and disciplinary committee members were probed to be on the safe side.
とりあえず全員縛り上げたぜ。おい、大丈夫か？
I don't know. I've always appreciated how reliable Shizuka is in situations like this. Like asking if Louis is okay, and just, you know, making sure Shoguin senpai is tied up and things like that. I don't know. He just gets the job done, and I appreciate that. He was in the disciplinary committee, so, I mean, he had strict regulations and rules that he followed, but I don't know. I just appreciate that. Butler's resting with his back against the wall. He seems to have recovered a little, but his breathing is still shallow. He has his eye patch on right now, but underneath is a red eye that holds tremendous mana. I glanced at my left hand. It said that it still lacked mana.
なあ、あんたマギエなんだよな。一応な。腎臓だが。腎臓？どういうことだ？この義眼には我々の祖先である一人のマギエの力が全て封じてある。それを当主が代々受け継いできた。我がバインベルガー家はそういう特殊なマギエの家柄なんだ。
What if she had to gouge out her eye to put that in there? I'm just like, ugh.
なるほどな。それで腎臓か。けどマギエって男でもいいんだな。
Oh, is that a confirmed thing? I don't know. I just don't remember them ever talking about it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just personally don't remember. So I'm not sure if this is a new thing or not, but...
お前には俺が男に見えるのか？いや。
Are they finally revealing this?
マギエには性別は関係ない。異能を持てば 別に男でもマギエとは呼ばれるさ。
いや、つうかそれより俺、もしかして今すげえ失礼なことを言ったか？
元はな。
Not anymore.
元は？
継承した魔力の持ち主であるマギエは女性だった。この目を受け継いだ時に、そのマギエの力の影響を受けすぎてな。こんなクソ忌々しい結果に。
性別変わるのかよ。
魔力は本来魂の力だからな。元が女性だったので元の魂に準ずるらしい。まあ俺が器として優秀すぎたってのもあるらしいが。
Really? So... Huh? So Louis was a guy, but got turned into a girl because the mana belonged to a woman. Am I understanding that correctly?
大変だな。
Well, I'm not in any position to say anything about it, so I'll just move away from that. More importantly...
つまり、さっき使った力はその義眼の魔力ってことだよな。
そうだ。本来持っている力ではないから、義眼から全身に魔力を通すにも時間がかかる。
ああ、それでお嬢様が時間稼いでたのか。
分家が表に立っているのもそのためだ。本家のふりをして交渉し、矢面に立つ。
なるほどな。けどその義眼には桁違いの魔力があるんだよな。
まあ、赤い目のマギエの力だからな。
あんたのその魔力を少しだけ俺に分けてもらうことってできるか？
いや、今は無理だ。さっきの無茶で右目が使い物にならん。しばらく休まないと回復しない。
He touches the eye patch covering his right eye.
右目が使えなければ、俺は普通の人間と同じだ。
そうなのか。なんだ？
これは。
Out of nowhere, the ground starts shaking. The butler looks around wide-eyed.
なんだこれ？
力が暴走している。
暴走？
おそらく停止していた防衛プログラムを無理やり作動させたんだ。
防衛プログラムって時計塔の魔法陣のかよ。
ここはいいからお前も火星に行ってこい。大変なことになっているかもしれない。
わかった。
いいえ、行ってもらっては困ります。
Ah, this fricker. Why don't you just stay down? Startled by the sound of voice, I look over and see that tied up Shoguin Senpai is standing straight up.
そんなに早く目覚められるわけないと思いました。
Yes, you frick. Nobody
確か
likes
に
you.
脳は体の作りは人間と同じです。でも人間とは違うのですよ。
As she says that, she casually raises her arms. The ropes slowly tear and eventually
嘘
snap.
だろ。
嘘じゃないよ。ごめんね、村雲。おとなしくしててもらうから。
Shoguin Senpai leaps off the ground towards us. However, she moves to the side to evade something flying her way.
アーデルハイト。
避けられたわね。
The butler's mistress appears through the entrance to the underground passageway. What she threw now was just a bottle of perfume.
危なかった。
Shoguin Senpai takes a step back, distancing herself from us. Something falls out of her pocket and rolls onto the floor.
あ、霞の石じゃねえか。
Ooh, we need to get a hold of
何？
that.
彼女が回収してたのね。
それで回復が早かったのか。しくじったね。
Yeah, we should have took all of her belongings. Shoguin Senpai glances at the stone as well, but with both me and the mistress poised to attack, she doesn't go to pick it up. We have to do something about that stone while we can. Yeah, Shizuka needs to get a hold of that. I think that's important. The other side of the door is a place that's further beneath the library in the basement. Fuko instantly understands after seeing where we are and
ま
gasps.
さかいけない。早く。
However, the principal runs further inside before we even step through the door. Maru tries to chase after her, but is repelled by the treasury's barrier. So finally, we're getting to see this put into action. Because she's a homunculus, she can just go through. And then, of course, the ermine is maybe an ermine.
無理だな。この宝物庫は人間には入れない。
She disappears in the treasury, laughing all the while. We stand helpless before it as we listen to her laughter trail off.
ここまで来て手が出せないなんて。
どうにかならないの？
He recklessly tries to enter again, but is blocked and falls to the floor. Maro, yeah, stop being reckless.
だって。
落ち着いてください、カラスマくん。むやみにぶつかったところで結界はどうにもなりません。
じゃあどうすれば？このままじゃ。
Luko is unable to answer and merely bites her lip. Heidi might know some spell to break the barrier, but do we have time for that? No, we clearly don't. Is there really no way? She thinks with all of her might. Hard enough to make her forehead break out in sweat. Her? The same voice I heard when I was hypnotized. It's faint, but I definitely heard it. You're able to enter. Is it some kind of constraint with magic? Like with mana? Because we don't have mana? There's a barrier that prevents entry, yet I can enter. Humans can't enter the treasury. What are you implying? What do you mean humans can't enter? What are you implying for Koga?
Koga-kun?
We're not human? Humans can't, in that case. I see. Now that I think about it, I meet all the requirements, so that's how it is. It all makes sense. What makes sense? It's not making sense to me. The very moment I feel a chill around my spine. Are we not human? Are we like a homunculus or something? Oh damn, calm down, Mitsuyoshi.
どうしたのです？
Luko, Maro. Could you help me sort out my feelings a bit? Benched my quivering fist even tighter and started talking. Luko, you saw my dream that one time, right? The one where I was engulfed in
見ま
flames?
したけど。
That actually happened. That's what gave me my fear of fire, but I took a deep breath in order to calm myself before I continue. Didn't work. Not a single burn mark on my body. I always thought that was strange. The time the person beside me was a Megi, and a fairly powerful one at that, which is why I thought she healed me for powers, but that's probably not what
まさ
happened.
か。
You already guessed what I'm about to say.
そんな。でも、君には子供の頃の記憶はあるんでしょ？
For all I know, that could have been faked. Are they really? Are they really doing this? I don't know how I feel about this one. If that's where they're going with this, I don't know how I feel about that. My memories, my body, the scar of this body.
君は自分が人間ではないと。
I don't know, but all the pieces fit together. You can't deny it. Her silence makes you feel certain about it. I mean, that would explain why he doesn't necessarily have any mana. Extend my arm towards the treasury's barrier. The instant I touch it, I feel a slight tingling sensation, but there's no resistance as when Omaro ran into it.
ミッチ。
The two of them are stunned and at a loss for words to them, I say. It means I can be useful now. I don't know. I'm not gonna really appreciate it, though, if he's a homunculus, unless I have a really good reason for it. Because I feel like that's... I don't know. Why is everybody a homunculus?
聞こえるかい？二の前くん、二の前くん。まだダメかい。
The only thing that kind of throws me off about Ninomai possibly being Crowl is that she always says Ninomai-kun. Like, I don't know. I usually think of kun for like little kids or like a boy. So, I don't know. If Crowl's supposed to be a girl, that'd be kind of weird.
まあいい。このまま魔法陣が壊されなければ復活はやり遂げられる。しかしこのパーツを抜くのに魔力を使いすぎてしまったかな。少し疲れた。
Principal tosses the solidified magic circle symbol aside as if it were a toy that she'd gotten bored of. Rolls around on the floor. I'll be taking this. Her eyes open wide and she takes a couple steps back after seeing me pick up the object that landed on my feet.
まさか君にルークエスティアが効かなかったのは。
Apparently so.
それを返したまえ。
Paying no heed to appearances, the principal comes flying towards me. I easily dodge her and reach for her neck. This too. Tear off the key of Vienna's hanging from her neck. We're just bullying her now. I love it. Forcefully bring down a nearby shelf. She hastily distances herself from me to avoid getting hit. I take that chance to bring down another two opposite it. You stay there and behave yourself for a while.
浮いていく気か。こら、どけろー、出せ。
Of course, I haven't the slightest intention of doing that and quickly proceed to the exit. However, I suddenly recall something and stop, turning my head over my shoulder to ask, do you know where Hanatate Matsuki is?
花立て花立てむつきだと。まさか彼女を探しているのか。
With a surprised voice, she answers my question with one of her own. I don't need to tell her that it's actually Muko who's looking for her, right? Yeah, that's right. Where is she? I haven't figured out how Matsuki actually like plays into kind of the bigger plot here. I'm wondering if there's like, I don't know. I'm wondering if introducing her back into the story, like really like revealing her, is gonna just change everything. Like all my theories just gone.
そうか。花立てむつきを探している。
I think whatever she knows about her is just gonna change everything that we're thinking. The voice actor is not getting paid enough. Like there's no way she got paid enough for this role. Like she's going too hard right now. Her laughing continues like a broken record. I have no idea what's going on, but it doesn't seem like anything I say is going to get through to her. I'm curious, but I can't really do anything about it. I run towards the exit and leave her behind. Take this. It's that voice again. The mysterious voice stops me in my tracks. This. Looking in the direction of the voice, I find a small round object with a ceiling talisman on it lying on top of a shelf. You want me to take this with me? I don't get it, but I should be safe if it's sealed, right? Jumping into my pocket, I exit the treasury for real this time. Huh, I wonder what we just grabbed. I got it back.
学園長は
She's trapped inside. I took the key with me too, just in case.
じゃあ戻るよ。
I wonder how... So there's certain myths that only work on people once. I wonder how that affects the homunculus, because they're not technically a person. They don't have a soul. Or if it even really, like, does affect them. Because remember we had, like, the feathers, and then, you know, Shizuka asked her the 3 questions. I wonder if she answered those of her own accord. Like, if the mist actually worked on her. I'm assuming it does, because the lantern works on them, right? It shrunk them. But, I wonder, like, if it has the same limitation it does on humans? I don't know. Opening a door with her own key again as we quickly return to the magic circle. Sorry, that was just funny out of
人間なん
context.
だからモモにかなうわけないんだから。
くそ。
I'm really trying to figure out. We don't know what Matsuki looks like, and that seems to be like on purpose. They're hiding what certain characters look like. Like we don't know what Crawl looks like. Don't know what Matsuki looks like. I'm just wondering if they did something to them, you know? Yeah, I have theories, but I want to keep them to myself until I'm really sure. I jump at Shogumin-senpai in an attempt to stop her, but she knocks me back with incredible force. Looked like nothing more than a light swing of her hand. There's no way I could win against this power.
相手がミストなしでもこのざまかよ。
Looks at me as if she's worried about me.
抵抗しないで。モモは怪我させたいわけじゃないんだよ。
今さらだな。
本当だよ。でもお客様の力はさすがに厄介だから。来ないで。
Shogumin-senpai turns her gaze from me on the ground to the butler. Mistress stands in front to protect him.
おい、無茶するな。
The butler tries to stand up before he can. Shogumin-senpai grabs the mistress's arm.
どいてね。
Shogun Senpai sends her flying by simply lifting her arm.
アーデルハイト、おい。
Seems to be okay even after crashing to the ground.
石、そうだ。
That's our only option. I look over the floor to find the magic stone that Shogun Senpai dropped.
やっぱりね。
She says that expressionlessly and takes out something resembling a dagger from her pocket.
こんなことしたくはないんだけど。
She says that quietly and slowly moves the dagger towards the butler. Mistress yells out and throws herself to the butler to protect
バカ、
him.
逃げろ。
ごめんね。
The sound of Shogun Senpai running. Adelheid shriek.
あった。
Locating the stone which had rolled to a wall at some point, I reached out
頼
and
む。
grabbed it.
来てくれ。
Oh, we get to see him do something? Let's go. The lazarate bloodstone in my hand releases a flash of light. I'm momentarily blinded and avert my eyes. Sensing that the light has faded, I turn back to look and I see... What do you see? The mass of light that I'm used to seeing. However, it's taking on a different shape than that of
見つ
Morphe.
けた。
I hear its voice coming from
モル
the
フィ
side.
モル
New waifu? Let's go? Light dispersals making me think that Morphe is disappeared, but instead I see an unfamiliar girl standing there. Okay. Glances around restlessly at her surroundings. I do the same as if it were infectious.
え
Ah, I see.
なんだこれ。
Shizuka's true power, summoning waifus. I like it. I like it a lot. Not really the time to be summoning waifus, but you know. Notice that nobody else besides us is moving as if time has completely stopped for them. Shogun Senpai is frozen in her attack pose. The two visitors are like a statue with the mistress covering the butler.
なんで。
This isn't Crow, is it? I only have to ask because she's a time wizard. Or time magi. While I'm taking it back, the girl walks up to Shogun Senpai, peers in her face.
あ、お前。
I know Crow's supposed to have red eyes, though.
この人をどうにかすればいいんだね。眠らせたらいい？
ああ。
I nod for now, still thoroughly confused. Is she supposed to be Morphe? Her voice and way of talking makes it seem that way, but...
あれ、魂が見えない。
looks puzzled and tilts her head.
じゃあこうしよう。僕が触れて眠れと言えば誰もが眠る。朝まで絶対に起きない。
When she says that, a ball of light with some bright text described it appears
Hi.
within her.
眠って。
A single tap, Shogun Senpai falls flat on the floor and starts snoring. I am just as confused as you, Adelheid. I don't understand.
何が起きたんだ。
Before I knew it, time had started flowing again. The butler and mistress had struck with surprise at the current situation.
俺にもわからん。
Okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Look up at the girl who's supposed to be Morphe. She apologetically cocks her head.
いや、まあいい。それよりアーデルハイト。
No, what do you mean? That was important. I want to know who she is.
あ、そうだ。子がたちどうなってんだ。
わからないわ。でも魔法陣が暴走してたとしたら。それはどこ？
I might be imagining it, but she looks a bit flustered.
そうか。来てくれ。お前ならなんとかできるかも。
Like, logically, I want to assume that she's one of the characters we've been, like, looking for the entire time, but she might just be a new character. I don't know. Because I'm like, okay, the only two people we really need to see so far is Crow or Mutsuki. And I'm like, is she one of those two? I don't know. Because I already have theories for where those people are. I think Crow is the Ermine, maybe. And then I think... I don't know about Mutsuki, though. Mutsuki's the only person I'm not entirely sure where she is, but I think that's the voice that's talking to Koga. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
思い浮かべて。
I don't know if I'm supposed to have figured this out right now. I just genuinely don't know. Which is nice. I like sometimes not knowing, because then it's like a surprise. Approaches me and
あ
takes my
なたが
hand.
思い浮かべてくれたらそこへ飛べる。
I have no idea, like...
ミブさん、村雲さん、早く止めて。もう持たない。メイク、頼む。
They run back with the piece of the circle. The two Maggie are running, look to be reaching their limits, unsteady on their feet as they keep the rampaging magic circle in check. I don't know why this sentence was so hard to read. Hold on, I'll...
あ、待って、俺たちじゃ倒れちゃうよ。
Ah. I forgot. This magic circle causes anyone who enters it to fade unless they're a Maggie.
誰かルイさんは無理でしょうか。
He's so exhausted. Even if we brought him here, he wouldn't have the energy to put this back in.
そうか。マギエがやるしか。分かった。
She struggles as she gets up to her knees and tries to come over to us. However, she seems completely drained and can't walk without stumbling. Saki-chan, don't force yourself. Suddenly I hear the sound of something tearing.
なんか避けてる。
Looking back, I see a rift in the space behind us.
お兄ちゃん。
Oh, shit! Is this supposed to be Michiru? I hear the voice of someone who shouldn't be here and see the same person. Ah, shit! What?
お兄ちゃん？
For some reason, Murokuro appears behind her.
お兄ちゃん、無事なの？
Why the hell are you here? Okay, I didn't see that coming. Okay, that's a... I like that. Okay. Okay. That... Yeah, okay.
だってマギエが必要なん。
Even so, Michiru, how did you...
はあ？みちるって。へえ。
Yeah, Kotaro, that's everyone else's reaction too.
本物の。
Moko and Amara look back and forth between me and Michiru running towards me and announced a gave of astonishment. Okay, I really didn't expect her to show up right now. That's why I didn't even, like, hardly consider her. Like, it... Wow, okay.
誰？力が。
Okay, I'm actually really excited about that. I want to know why she just appeared all of a sudden, though.
あれ？本当だ。
The two girls standing in the center of the circle turned to look at me, shocked at what's going on. So is she not, like, some kind of fire Maggie? I don't know. Just by her being here, the magic circle's starting to behave. Seeing that Muko lets out a shout, snatches from me the piece I'm holding.
これをあの魔法陣のかけた中に入れてください。はい。
Hell yeah. She accepts the task and runs to the center of it all. The two Maggie are stunned by the fact that Michiru doesn't even flinch after entering the circle.
ここかな。
She must be pretty freaking powerful. He usually pushes the piece into place if it's removed it from. Well, I'm really excited that we got to finally see her.
明滅が。
They're just really like bringing in all the plot twists, like all the reveals right now. I really like it. I need them to do a little bit more explaining about why she's here though, and all that, like kind of all that. But
収まってきた。
we'll have time, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll get to it.
よかった。変なことになってるの。
The clearly wonky magic circle starts gradually stabilizing. The flashing ceases and its color changes to one that's not as eerie.
え？
Sorry, I was looking at her eyes. I think that's part of her hair. Like, I thought I noticed something in them.
ずいぶん疲れちゃってる。もうヘトヘト。
He approaches the two Magi who have slumped to the ground and places a hand on each of their foreheads.
これはあなたの魔力？
Okay, so probably my speculation about her being able to like do something with fire and having her power go out of control probably wasn't accurate to say.
分けてくれるの？大丈夫？僕は。
The shy Mitra is going up and talking to strangers of her own accord. She probably couldn't overlook how drained they were. It must have been more than we normal people could have imagined. Okay, so if we're gonna go with the theory that Koga is a homunculus, if that's really what they're trying to go towards, then it would make sense that maybe Mitru's the one that created him. Maybe to protect herself. I mean, I'm not saying that like selfishly, but you know, maybe she wanted an older brother or something.
ありがとう。これで立てる。
I'm just trying to think of why he wouldn't be human. I don't know.
ありがとうね。あなたは
Just then her face goes red and she fiercely shakes her head. I guess she hasn't been cured of her shyness after all.
行こう。魔法陣はもう大丈夫だ。
They look unsteady, but Tsubaki-chan and Sumi-chan manage to walk out of it. Michiru follows behind them.
まだ時間はある。これから破壊の魔法陣を書きます。
Takes out Louis' drawing out of him and a piece of chalk from her pocket.
そうだね。牛尾さん、俺そのメモ持つよ。
お願いします。君はマギー2人の介抱を村雲さんの部屋に連れて帰って休ませてあげてください。
Saki-chan and Sumi-chan are sitting outside the circle catching their breaths. Michiru is loitering around behind them looking
かすみ
worried.
大丈夫か？
I follow Murakuma's lead and go up to them.
大丈夫。その子のおかげで助かった。
Sumi-chan says as she looks up at the person standing behind her. Michiru is blushing again.
まったくだ。彼女は古賀君の？
I'll explain it later. Can you stand? You should go back and... I want you to explain it now!
ありがとう、古賀君。
There's a few questions I have. I lend her my shoulder and look towards Michiru. Looks back at me with a complicated expression that's a mix of awkwardness and embarrassment. She seems fine for now, but... Michiru, why did you come here? Didn't I tell you to stay at home? She casts her eyes down. My eyes might be playing tricks on me, but she seems to be quivering. You use so much of your power. Didn't you promise me that you'd never use it again? Don't make me worry here.
さい。
Raises her head and glares at me, her face full of anger that's about to explode.
うるさい、うるさい、うるさい。お兄ちゃんのバカ。
What? I'm dumbfounded by this turn of events as she proceeds to spew
本当に何も分
complaints.
かってない。僕がどれだけ心配だったのか考えたことあるの？もともと入学の案内だって僕に来たのに、僕はお兄ちゃんの病気を治したくてここに来ようって思ってたのに、なのに来るなって言っただろうとか、本当に勝手なことばっかり、自分のやりたいことばっかり。
No, see, I was worried about you too. I try to placate her, but she's not listening to me at all. Saki-chan, who's right up next to me, is also hesitant about whether to interrupt or not.
お兄ちゃんのバカ。
Just calm down, okay? I feel someone poke me in the back as I try to deal with her.
ちょっと聞いていいか？
Shizuka, does this look like the time to be asking me something? Michiru stops shouting once she notices Murakuma talking to me. Come to think of it, these two were together.
説明してくれ。こいつってお
You should already have a rough idea she's the real Koga Michiru you were looking for, my little sister.
はあ？お前ミストじゃなかったのか？
うん。ごめん、黙って。
で、こいつが古賀みちるだったんなら、てめえは一体何なんだよ？
Oh, does he not know? I forgot. I'm Michiru's mother. Koga Mitsuyoshi, nice to meet you. Looks like he's about to collapse from the shock. Is it really something that surprises you? Yes? You lied about who you were. Michiru, why were you with Murakuma?
もろじゃねえや。おい！
That would be a huge plot twist if these two got together. She suddenly groans and slumps down, her complexion turning worse right before her eyes. Jesus, this is why I told you not to use your power. Supporting her with my one free hand, she says feebly.
だって役に立ちたかった。
Don't we still have that stone? She like recover using that? I don't know how it works. Yeah, and you were, and this is the one time I'm glad you came. I would think so.
そっか。
Because the principal gave it to Sumi-chan originally. So I would think like she should be able to use that stone. She says that sounding somewhat satisfied and loses consciousness. Murakuma looks at her anxiously.
大丈夫なのか？
I don't know, can we have some answers, please? Nothing has been explained so far. They've been really good about explaining things pretty quickly, and now it's like, it's killing me to know. Just asleep. I'm about to ask him how he knows Michiru. I hear an alarming voice from behind. Ah, shit. Not going as easy as we thought, huh? Our eyes are glued to the magic circle. What happened? Hey, Murokuma, take care of these two.
Oh.
Leaving Michiru and Tsubaki-chan with him, I ran over to where Muko is. What's going on? Chan's are dumbfounded. She compares the drawing Louis gave her in the magic circle. Maro answers in her stead.
メモに書かれてる魔法陣と形が変わってるんだよ。
Looks different. Are you sure Louis didn't make a mistake?
元の魔法陣から形自体が変形してしまっているのです。
Well, we know that it was supposed to activate a different spell. I mean, I'm assuming that's like to kind of turn the day students into night students, but did something shift when that happened?
おそらく一度暴走させたせいで魔法陣が変形したのではないかと。
What do we do now?
俺、二人を呼んでくるよ。
Takes out the key of Yanis he received from Sumi-chan and opens the door with it. Well, we better come up with something fast. Before long, Heidi appears through the door, pale as a ghost, followed by Louis leaning on Amaro's shoulder.
これは変形していますよね。防衛プログラムを無理やり作動させると魔法陣の蘇生が変わるようになっていたんだわ。用意していた破壊の魔法陣ではこれは破壊できない。だからといってこれをまた一から解読していたのでは。12時にはとても間に合わない。こんな手まで用意していたなんて。
Damn, is there really no way of stopping it? I kicked the ground in the heat of the moment. Something falls out of my pocket due to the impact. I thought for a second he started a crack in it. I'm like, yeah, just kick a hole through this thing and it'll break. This is from the treasury. I did what the mysterious voice told me to do and brought this with me. I wonder what this is. Tearing off the talisman on the ceiling, I uncover a small familiar ring. Oh, the ring that increases our strength. Are we gonna kick a hole through it? I was just memeing about that. Is that actually what we're gonna do? We're just gonna kick a hole. We're just gonna break it. It's the mist Sumi-chan summoned that gives its wearer superhuman strength. Seeing it, Muko looks like a light bulb went off her head and turns to ask Heidi. We're actually doing this. I love it. This is the dumbest way to solve this problem, and I think it's the most reasonable one. Oh yeah, Koga can do it. Just give him that bloodstone, because he's gonna need the mana, right? Not good, we have a choice at this point. Put the ring on one of my fingers. Fit snugly, almost as if we're adjusting to match the size of my finger. Does this work even if I don't have any mana? Takes my hand without a moment's hesitation, starts pouring her mana into it. Oh. See a faint glow coming from a gem in the ring, but it soon fades. The three of them come up to me and place their hands on mine. Finally it starts to go steadily, but it's still lacking. Still isn't enough. It's not gonna cut it with all three of us, without all three of these gems lit. Accompanied by Murokuma, Michiru is lying down a short distance away from the others. Tsubaki-chan, and Sumi-chan are finally able to walk again. The only one left is Michiru. Guess I'll have to wake her up and ask her to give me some mana. Ah shit, Kotaro bringing out his hidden latent power? Okay. Through the power of friendship, he's gonna light up every single ring. Or well, every single gem, that is, if there's only one ring. Takes my hand, he shuts his eyes and prays. Oh my gosh, he's giving us freaking, what is it, like on Facebook, where everyone's like sending, thoughts and prayers. He's doing it. Kotaro? Started rapidly lighting up. The faint glow it had before is now blindingly bright. That was amazing. The second sun begins to
ダ
glow.
メだよそんなの。そんなことさせない。
Everyone's just pulling out hidden shit. Why is everyone... I don't understand. Everyone just has like all these like crazy reveals. And so the third zone starts
も
to
う
shine.
少し全部光れ。
光った。全部光りましたよ、カラスマくん。
Seeing that the goal was reached, Tamara relaxes and pants heavily.
大丈夫？これでいける？
Where did you get all this freaking extra mana? Is... what?
大丈夫なはずよ。すごい魔力がこもっているのを感じるもの。
Gosh. Y'all, you're throwing too much stuff at me right now, and you're not explaining it. I need to know what's going on with Michiru, and I need to understand why the principal is laughing when we were talking about Matsuki. I need to know who this voice is that keeps talking to us. I need to know why he has so much mana all of a sudden. Like, they're throwing all this stuff and making more questions, not explaining anything. I stand at the edge of the magic circle and take a deep breath, watching as everyone moves towards the
古賀くん、
stairs.
もう0時前です。
Got it, here I go. Isn't it dangerous that we're kind of standing on this? Raise the hand with the ring above my hand.
そうです。まゆみそこ違うって友達に突っ込まれて慌てて出たんでした。
No, don't be don't be showing this. Nope, I don't care. Just smash it.
そうだろ。焼肉はいいよ。
Yeah, barbecue's great. Yep.
ナもたくさん食べるのは良いことだと思います。
Okay. If I'm being
私が
insensitive,
一人でいて何
it's
とか
not that I
してきま
don't
す。
care about them. I just don't want him
実際は
distracted
熱く
from
も
the
な
goal.
んともないからなんかこうあの怪獣の気をそらすとか。
The thing that still bothers me, though, is we're about to break this and we have no explanation for why they were doing this in the first place. They're all...
やめちゃダメ。
My memories of the night students briefly flash through my head and my fist is frozen.
ミッチ、ダメなんだよ。壊さなきゃ。
Maru, he's crying. His face wet with tears, he runs up to me and clings to me from behind.
やりましょう。私たちも一緒に背負いますから。
Is it safe for everyone to be right around us when we're about to just punch a hole through a circle in the ground? Or I know what Muko's beside me as well. Because we need to shatter the entire thing, they said.
魔法陣ごと破壊できるほどの力を出せるのはその辛さは私たちみんなで背負っていきましょう。
She places a hand on my
誰
back.
かを犠牲にして蘇ったって嬉しくないよ。そんなの間違ってるよ。
Yeah, I don't think anyone's denying that we need to do this. We're still lacking so much information about why it was going on in the first place. Furuya, Kazuga, Iba-san, Hina-san, and the rest of the night students. I'm sorry. I bring my fist down as I shout. I hear a deafening roar from the violent impact. A crack runs through my fist to the center of the circle.
下がって。
I grab Muko and Amaru and leap backwards. Whoa! I see light overflowing from the fissure that engulfs the entire
崩れてい
circle.
く。
With that as the catalyst, the magic circle starts crumbling away. The crack grows wider and wider, and before long, the entire floor has fallen apart. The light subsides, and all that remains is a gaping
終わっ
abyss.
た。
ええ。終わり。今なんか変な音しなかった？え、そう？
おい、どうしたんだ。
Oh, they're all gonna collapse. We're gonna have to watch. No, don't do this to me.
何？誰か倒れたみたいだよ。あ、こっちもだ。
Oh no, I don't like this at all.
どうしたん？まゆみちゃん？どうした？
It's not that I don't care about the Night Students, I just didn't want him to have flashbacks of them, you know, like being doubtful about the decision. They knew that was the decision they needed to make, so that's why I was kind of being insensitive there. I genuinely do care about the Night Students, though. I do think it's sad what happened to them. I still want to know the context behind why they were trying to revive them. I think there's more to the story other than just than what we are seeing right now. Oh, it's turning back to the normal night. Because, I mean, it was never going to be fair to the daytime students, like, sacrificing them. Like, there's no scenario where that would have been okay.
完全に停止しているわ。
He takes a fragment of the magic circle's remnants to confirm. Great, all that's left is the principal.
どこにいるんだ？
Trapped inside the treasury, is anyone able to use the key?
私がやろう。カラスマくんはさっき力を出し切っただろうし。
I mean, I'm surprised you have any mana
大丈夫？
left.
姫ちゃん。ああ、少し休んだから。
Takes out the key of Yanis from Amaro and opens the door.
あれ？おかしいな。宝物庫には結界があって入れないからでしょうか。かもしれないな。その手前でもいいか？
Yes, fine, I'll be right back. I opened the door to the library and I walked to the treasury from there. Principal. Call out to the clap shells but received no response. Climb up on top of them, peek on the other side. I mean, yeah, did you really expect her to stay in there? Which was a dangerous move because this is where all the freaking mists are too. So she's probably grabbed a few, I'd imagine. Or all of them. Or they exit the treasury and return to where the others are the same way I came. Sorry, she managed to
い
escape.
なかったのか？
No, the place was deserted.
仕方ありませんね。気にはなりますが、ひとまず計画は阻止できたわけですし。ええ、向こうもすぐには動けないと思うわ。
Anyone know what happened to the night students?
そちらも気になりますね。学園に戻りましょう。
With the help of Tsubaki-chan using the key, we all return to the school building. Carry the unconscious Mitra on my back, and Louis manages to walk with Heidi's support.
みんな倒れてるよ。
Lying over the hallway and classrooms are dozens of day students. Tsubaki-chan and Muko run up to them to check on their conditions.
ああ、でも気を失ってるだけみたいだ。よかった。魔法陣が破壊されて、かかっていたすべての魔術が解けた衝撃で気を失っているのだと思うわ。ならすぐ回復するのですね。ええ、大丈夫よ。
おい、カラスマ！
I hear the sound of something falling behind me, only to discover that it's Amaru. Must have been because he used up so much mana. Hey, Shizuka-chan, carry Mitra
ちゃ
for me.
ん言うなってのに。
Hey, now's not the time to be complaining, okay? As he mutters that, he immediately takes Mitra from me. It'd be better for me to carry Amaru since he's heavier than her. Hey, Amaru, you alright? He looks up at me in a daze. Feels like he could fall asleep any second now. There's just no way. I'm sorry, this is like kind of not in the mode. There's no way that Mitsuyoshi is a homunculus though. I'm just wondering what they mean by him not being human. Like there's no way because all of the other homunculus are really like small and he's really tall. Couldn't have done it without you.
ええ、本当に。
Luka walks over to me and also peers into Amaru's
カラスマ
face.
くんにあんな力があったなんて。君がいなかったら危なかったですね。
そっかな。よかった。
Useful doesn't begin to describe it. You had so much mana.
俺も知らなかった。
カラスマくんらしいですね。
Here, I'll carry you, so hold on.
どうしたの？姫ちゃん？あの夢。カラスマくんだけが消えた。あれは。姫ちゃん？ミク、違う。
Interrupts me and is about to lift him onto my back.
これは。
Why is everyone homunculus? Is that what they're implying right now?
ラズリットの
After rolling for a while, the stone disintegrates into specks of light that scatter in the air. Sawaki-chan's expression stiffens as she realizes something terrible. What is it? What's happening? I'm getting a bad feeling of this, and I feel Maru's body temperature dropping. The other whispers,
俺ももう行かなきゃ。
okay, who isn't a homunculus in this game? Who isn't not just a regular human? What are you talking about?
俺もね。もう本当はもう。
Okay, I made fun of Omaru a lot. He wasn't necessarily my favorite character by any means. He looked nice as a girl, though. That was one reason to save him right now. But what?
いなかった？
思い出しちゃったんだ。暗示解ける魔法陣。
Oh, he had hypnosis on him before he even. Okay.
俺も20年前の生徒
What?
だった。
What? That's what they're implying. Okay, okay. Who the frick is he then? Because what? 20 years ago, the same as the night. Is this somebody else's body? Is he Matsuki? Is that what they're implying? Is Amaru Amaru's
そんな
the other behind me are all speeches of Yuri's confession. I can't tell if that's the direction they're going. Like he's kind of like the first subject, you know, and they were trying to do that to the rest of them.
本当の
Not lying. The Magi is saying that his confession is true.
ガラスマくんどうして
Okay, I didn't see this coming. This was way out of left field to me. This was way out of left field.
黙ってて。
Just kind of out of nowhere.
なんかそれどころじゃないと思って。
Yeah, clearly. Everyone was keeping secrets from each other. This doesn't make sense. You were around during the day, too. If you were a night student, then how?
さっきの石ラズリットブロッドストーンガラスマくんの体の中にあった。それが魔術を固定していたのだとしたら
That's kind of what I'm understanding.
多分そうだと思う。
そんなじゃあ魔力を使い切らなければ助かったかもしれない。
ダメだよ。言ったじゃん。こんなの止めないとって。止めようってみんなで約束したじゃん。
Dang. What a good guy.
俺がいたらその代わり誰かが助からないんだよ。
You...
誰かを犠牲にして蘇ったって嬉しくないよ。そんなの間違ってるよ。
So he was referring to himself. Totally thought he was referring to the night students in general. That's why this is fine.
そん
I want to shout out there's no way this is fine, but that would mean denying the person he wants to
で
save.
もちょっと悔しいな。
Miles weakly and looks out the window, somewhat jokingly saying,
花火見たかったな。
見せてあげる。
Sumi-chan sounds like she's about to burst into tears. No, I'm sure she's already crying.
花火の音どこ待ってすぐ見せてあげるからここに
Luka hands her the compounds for the fake fireworks.
私も
Loki-chan runs into the quad. The two Magi provide mana to what Heidi made and launch them into the night sky.
見えるかカラスマくん。
ありがとう。
何の音？花火だ。
Explosions of the fireworks wake up the unconscious day students.
なんで寝ちゃってたんだろう。見て見て花火だよ。
おおおい
みんな起きろ!
Wow, okay, I didn't expect this outcome from everything that's happened. Getting up one after another, they all rush over to the window with their heads turned up.
葵、起きて、花火だよ。うわ、本当だ。すごい、すごい。
Hey, it's Maya.
イベントってこれだったんだ。
Seeing the delighted faces on the students looking out the window sill, Amaro looks truly satisfied.
とっても、もっとあげるよ。もっと。
よかった。ありがとう。
Amaro.
さようならって言った方が。
Contours of his body waver and someone else's body takes shape. I can see our reflections in his eyes as he looks at us while on the verge of disappearing.
みっち。牛尾さん。ずっと今まで通りいつまでも俺の知ってる二人でいてね。
カラスマくん。
じゃあね。
Maru leaves us with his familiar smile. His figure disappears, melting away. Well, Amaro's not going to be in the sequel. Huh? This is? The person I'm holding in my arms is not Karasuma Kotaro, but the girl I saw in the dream world, who gasps and falls to her knees upon seeing her. I was right! Okay, I was right. I knew there had to be some twist. I just didn't know it was going to be this. Because why else was the principal laughing when we asked for Matsuki? She was laughing because she knew that she was next to us the entire time. She'd been with us, like, the whole game. Ah, shit. That was the end? I don't know, do I have any more? Like, is there another ending here? Okay, I don't know if there's any meaning to that, but I was wondering because he was always wearing those hair clips, and I'm sorry, I just don't see a lot of guys wearing hair clips, okay? So I had this inkling that, like, something was going on there weird. Because we haven't seen what Matsuki looks like before, right? Because he turned into a girl, and I think that's what she looked like, right? But we had no context that that was Matsuki. Or else I would have recognized in that moment, right? Okay, that was really, really cool. Definitely a little bit of a surprise ending. I like that they're introducing her, though. I know this is cool, and I kind of want to watch this. Can I skip it, though? Nope, I can't even skip it. Hopefully I'm okay to show this. Wow, okay, so big reveals so far in the second game. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the third then, because, like, gosh, like, we still haven't gotten the big reveal with Prowl or anything. We don't know about, you know, Ninomai. I'm assuming there's going to be something here, but I don't actually know. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Really, really enjoyed that, though. Louie's the head of the Weinberger family. Okay. You know, Rito being a homunculus. Kotaro. I was wondering if he was a homunculus. I was really confused there for a second. But, lots of big stuff, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and watch the rest of this, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Dawn broke as if nothing happened at all last night. Everything happened last night. There was so much shit going down. Okay, we need explanations here. Students arrive at school, laughing and chatting with each other as usual. So we got an explanation for why Amaru has so much mana all of a sudden. Yeah, okay. Amara was actually about to keep. Okay, yeah, okay. That makes sense to me.
昨日の花火すごかったね。
I will say most of the reveals in this, most of the logic behind them actually makes sense. There's been very few things that I've questioned. Like I'm like, I don't know if that actually makes sense to me. Like most of the time, it really does feel like they built up to something nice. There actually is reasons behind it. Most of the logic is pretty sound. So like it was a nice reveal. Definitely didn't see that coming. Can't say that I did. I didn't see the whole thing with Michiru being summoned either. They haven't really like quite touched on that yet. Hopefully we'll get some answers with that. Still need to figure out about the whole crawl situation.
綺麗だったよね。
I kind of want to know a little bit more about the bloodstones. I think that there's more to that than just like, putting some mana into a stone and I think there's more to like how those are created. So because they're called bloodstones. Why would they be called bloodstones? Unless you're like using blood to make them, I don't know. But I think that with all this talk about sacrifices, I think there is a sacrifice behind that of some sort. Okay then. Wow. That makes sense if we really think about it though. Going back to the start of like I think it was within the first episode, we saw something happen in the room with Matsuki, like some kind of magic activated. If you really think about it, it all makes sense. Ended up differently than originally planned, but from the students' point of view, it went off without a hitch. We were able to show the fireworks to students who were excited about it, just as Amara wanted. But after all this happened, another ordinary day
仕
begins.
方がありません。表向きにはここは普通の学校です。
I
たと
guess.
え学園長が不在になっても学校としては普通に機能するのでしょう。もともと不在にすることも多い方だったようですし。
Principal disappeared without a trace after the incident. We checked her office numerous times, but it was always empty. What happened to Momo
アーデ
senpai?
ルハイトさんとルイさんが厳重に封印して眠らせてくれたそうです。
Good
そ
to
ちら
know.
こそ。
She's sleeping back in my
そう
room.
ですか。容体はどうなのです？
She gets like that whenever she uses her power, but she'll be fine when she sleeps
そ
it
れな
off.
らよかったです。
We lapse into an awkward silence. Classes are about to start, but I don't feel like going to my classroom
ま
at all.
だ信じられませんね。もう
Yeah.
ここにカラスマくんがいないなんて。
We were always together, too. Probably why. We'd normally be in the bureau office, and yet we're out here. He's not gonna be showing up there anymore, either. I feel like I'm gonna be anticipating him popping in as usual whenever in the office now. Glad your friend is safe, though. I'm sure Amara would have.
よくなんかありません。
Sounds like she's about to cry, and sure enough, her eyes are a bit
ム
wet.
ツキと引き換えにカラスマくんを失ってそれで私が本当に喜ぶとでも思っているんですか？
I mean, I'm not saying you should be happy about it either, but at the same time, Karasuma should have never been here in the first place. The unfortunate thing is he died 20 years ago. We just got to have a little bit more time with him.
すみません。
It's not worth sacrificing somebody for somebody else like that. She regains her composure and apologizes with her head
辛い
down.
のは君も同じはずなのに。
To be honest, I'm not sure. I can't tell if this is actually painful for me or not. What if my emotions are fake too?
君は本物の古賀光義は火事でもうすでに死んでいると思っているのですか？今の君は古賀みちるに作られた兄のコピーのホムンクルスであると。
I did speculate that that's the case, but I don't know, it just kept popping into my mind. Like, he's a lot bigger. Like, I think there's got to be more to him than just being a homunculus. Unless he's, like, an incredibly different one. As I expected of her. Not only is her intuition good, she's able to clearly say what I couldn't. She could have been hiding the truth from me this entire time because she didn't want me to get
で
hurt.
もカラスマくんは違うと言ってました。魔法陣が変形していると気づく前のことです。
So, if that was Matsuki, okay, that kind of throws off one of my other other theories that the voice that kept speaking to him was... Yeah, because I thought that might have been Matsuki, like, kind of communicating to him through, like, some means. So that's not the case, then, I'm assuming. Who would this voice be? It's not Michiru. The only other person we don't have really any explanation for is Kral. I don't know if Kral would be communicating with him. Because the thing about the Ermine is the Ermine could be somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be Kral. I know Kral has red eyes too, though. That's the only reason I really theorize that. That's what makes sense to me. And it kind of has to be. Like, if it's not the Ermine, I don't know. Just because we know that Fuhito's master would have likely been Kral. Kral seems to be the one that's made a few homoculuses here. I don't know. Just don't know. Or knows that.
その時に君のことを二人で少し話しました。
Not sure who this other voice would be.
ミッチーってさ、
I don't know. I'm open to being surprised. Absolutely.
はい。
結構短気なとこあったり、変に対抗意識あったりとかするし、牛尾さんとだってもっとうまくやった方が絶対いいのに突っかかったりするし、からかったりするし。
何の話ですか？
そういうとこって、つまり合理的じゃないよね。
そうですね。
Wasn't there at some point where they talked about Kataro's name being a little bit older, too? I think that could have been a hint that he was from, you know, so many years ago. I just thought about that. I think it's like when you have this dialogue option to, like, say Kataro is a manly name. I think I selected that one, and we went through, like, some sort of thing about it's like a... I don't know, it's a family name. I thought they said something about it being older, though. I don't know why this is coming to mind. I could be totally wrong on that. I might be just making it up, but...
これまでずっと一緒にいて、俺はミッチーのことを人間じゃないなんて思えないよ。
私もそう思いますよ。
I want to believe he's human too, but like they keep revealing that people we thought were somebody aren't them, you know? They've really like kind of made you question everything. They put doubt into us. See, Somara said something like that.
例えば、こうは考えられませんか？君は火事で大やけどを負った。君の妹はそんな君を助けるために体の一部を作り直した。
That would explain why he has to eat so much and his muscles are like constantly like... Were they growing? Is that what it is?
君の体の病気はいつからです？
No, started after the
でも
fire.
君が病気を抱える羽目になったのは人間の部分とホムンクルスの部分が混在しているから。
Okay, if
とも
that's
考
the
えられません
explanation,
か？
I'm okay with that. I was just really like, they better not say he's just a homunculus. They better not pull this shit with me.
一から新しい体を作るのならそんな病気など持たせるはずはないでしょう。
That makes sense. Yeah, we did get sick. So, I mean, homunculus don't get
それ
sick,
に
right?
何より君はミブさんに嘘を見破られたことがあるはずです。本人に確かめました。
Okay, I mean, when they kind of mentioned that he wasn't human, I'm like, there's gotta be more to it, because I know he doesn't have mana. I mean, that's kind of a giveaway, right? But there's just no way he's just a straight up homunculus, because he's super tall, too. That's just, it wouldn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. The logic behind what they're saying makes sense. They just sometimes don't explain it right away.
嘘をついたな。
These are questions. That's right. Remember quickly, she can tell when people are lying through distortions in their souls.
ならば君は人間ですよ。少なくとも魂がないなんてことはない。
I still think, though, if he's able to go through that portal, that doesn't really make sense to me, because, I mean, he's still human, he just has homunculus parts. That's like someone having a prosthetic. It doesn't make you completely... The prosthetic doesn't define the rest of your body, you know? Like, it's just something to help you, maybe it's your arm, you know? Maybe it helps you hold stuff, or maybe it's your foot, and it helps you walk. So, like, that logic I have a little bit of a problem with, but...
だから 悲しい気持ちも本物です。
Okay, I'm really glad they're rectifying this though. At the very least, whether I have questions or doubts about it, I'm okay with this. This sense of loss, they're not fake. He knew he was going to disappear soon, yet he was worried about me.
そうですね。烏丸くんらしいといえばらしいですが。
You can say that again. Stay true to himself until the very end. This is why my heart hurts so much right now.
いたいた、もーちゃん。むつき。
Hanatate Mutsuki comes running up to us as we're feeling
も
depressed.
う起きて大丈夫ですか？もう大丈夫。
After Amara left us, she remained asleep for a while in Muko's room. Woke up this morning and heard about most of what happened from Muko.
古賀くんだよね。私の体がお世話になりました。
Not a big
なん
deal.
か私のこと見てると複雑な気持ちかもしれないけど。
You don't have to worry about that. Your body belongs to you. Amara would have... Oh, he's the one who was borrowing your body.
もーちゃんから聞いてる？烏丸くんだよね。
Yeah, that's what he would have wished for anyway, so don't worry about it.
ありがとう。もーちゃんが言ってた通りの人だね。
Huh?
むつき、それより何か話があったのでは？あ、そうだった。話をいろいろ聞いて一つ不思議に思ったことがあるんだけど。何です？結局20年前の事故って何だったの？はい。
It's not like we know any specifics. It was supposed to have been a fire. Muko was taken aback somewhat as she answers.
落雷による火事のはずですけど。でも遺体がなくなっちゃうくらいひどい火事だったんだよね。それってただの火事なのかな？
That's what I'm saying. I see what you're getting at. That does sound a bit weird. Maybe they're doing some sort of magic experiment. Yes, that's what I was saying. Like, there's just no way that was a normal fire. Just like a casual, like, oh. I remain stunned. Are you curious about the origins of that fire? Yes, we are.
違います。もうどうして気づかなかったのか。
Where'd that come from? She suddenly shouts out loud and continues with an agitated tone of
ム
voice.
ツキの言う通り遺体がないんです。火事という単語に惑わされた。
What do you mean?
いいですか、古賀くん。私はこれまで20年前の事故の死者から抜き出した魂を捉えてどこかに閉じ込めてあるのではないかと考えていました。
Yeah, that's
そも
right.
そも魂というものは魔術的に言うと死とともに体から抜けてまたまっさらな状態に戻りどこかで新たに生まれてくる命に入るのです。
Basically, something was done in order to capture and trap the souls before they got
違
reset.
う。もう一つ可能性があるでしょう。死とともに体から抜けるということは逆に言えば死んでいなければいつだって魂を呼び出すことができる。
If the soul leaves the body when someone dies, conversely, this means that if the said person isn't dead, their soul can be summoned at any time. They weren't
だ
dead.
から現場には誰の遺体も残されていないのです。
Hold on a second, it's been 20 years already. If they're not dead, then
君も
what?
知っているはずです。この学園には時を止めることができるマギエがかつて存在した。
I think once is an interesting word, but sure.
そう。ラズリット・ブロッドストーンはそのマギエが時を止めて作った石で
Ooh.
す。
Are they actually explaining this right now? I'm so happy. And that means Amara and the rest are, since they're 20 years ago, might still be alive.
どうやらまだ私たちの把握していないことがあるようです。
This right here is what I've been waiting for. This scene, the dialogue, everything. Seems that we still don't know the whole story.
調べてみましょう。20年前、本当は一体何が起きたのかを。
Perfect. We have the plot for the third game right now. Hell yeah. So excited. It's great.
あなたがいれば状況は変わったかもしれないが、あの石は仕掛けにはどうしても必要。
Yeah? Please. Please.
チー、
Please!
いやいや仕方がない。
Yes!
ラズリとブロッドストーンを加工できる
Yes!
のは
Yes!
あなただけだ。
Ah! Ah! I knew it! It's confirmed!
大丈夫。もう一度必ず魔術を再開させてみせます。G。ええ、もちろん。
Yes!
もしもの場合の策
Oh!
は
So
あ
good!
らかじめ。
Hell yeah. That's what I needed. That was really subtle though, the way they did that. I was expecting more of a grand reveal right there. Confirming Nino Mai is Crow. That's what I needed to know. That's what we needed to know. You're the only one who can manufacture Azure Bloodstones. Ah, yes! I feel so vindicated right now. I feel so right. Ah, I'm so happy. In a week since the relevant night disappeared, our daily school life continues as normal. Of course, Amaro is no longer here. I can't believe they just casually dropped that, though. I feel like I would have liked them to reveal it in front of everybody. That would have been more rewarding. But that's still very rewarding to me. I will appreciate that. That all the signs were there, guys. I put it together. I definitely like saw all these little things are adding up. I'm like, the red eyes. Nino Mai has red eyes, you know? It only made sense to me that that's who Crawl was, is Nino Mai. Okay. There's still more to that story though, so I'm okay with them just revealing that for now, because obviously there's more to it. So it'll still be a big reveal later when they kind of show Crawl, you know. I'm just wondering why Crawl is hiding as Nino Mai, as hiding as an Ermine. Because, she's talking about you're the only one, you know, able to do the Bloodstones, right? And things might have gone differently if you were around. Like, what's the meaning behind that? I love that they had this amazing conversation, though. Like, okay, we're gonna, you know, find the truth of what happened 20 years ago. We're gonna set the stage for the next game. Immediately goes into revealing that. Great. We haven't seen the principal since the eventful night. We asked the district committee to search throughout the campus for her, but to no avail. It's possible that she's still somewhere on the premises, but that we have no way of getting there. Even the key at the annex won't open a door to her, so finding her through regular means is impossible. The missing Amaro Momo Senpai are marked as taking a leave of absence in order to perform a long-term investigation. At first, the district committee was in a state of disarray due to the sudden disappearance of their chairwoman. However, Tsubaki-chan took the role of substitute chairwoman in order to get them back on track, and they've since settled down. Nice. Tsubaki absolutely would fit there. She's performing her duties as if she had never left. The bell in the clock tower hasn't chimed since I destroyed the magic circle, and the night realm has stopped appearing. In spite of that, district committee members have still been strict about having students return to their dorm after classes end. Oh, lame. Let them stay after. And what? Episode Ushio. Let's go. I forgot. We're still working on her route. That was the end, though, right? Like, kind of. Like, there's not going to be any other ending. Like, we're just going to go through Ushio's, and then that's the game. Maybe. You guys let me know if I need to do something after Ushio's route, if there's something else, because I think there's supposed to be, like, just a regular ending. I don't know. Either way, though, we're going to leave it there. I think that was a fantastic episode. Lots of sad moments, lots of reveals, as always. Really excited that they confirmed Nino Mai. Like, I hope you guys were excited as I am reading that, because I immediately understood what she said. I immediately understood, oh, Nino Mai is Crawl. But I don't know. There's more to that story, though. I don't know if I can just say, like, Nino Mai is Crawl, because there's more context that's needed behind that, because she was saying if you were still here, like, something happened. I don't know, though. Because it might be that Nino Mai is just being possessed by Crawl. Like, Crawl's, like, kind of controlling Nino Mai. That would make sense to me, but in some way, Nino Mai is Crawl. they're connected. So they got that confirmed. We finally found Mutsuki. That was huge. I mean, we've just had so much stuff going on these past few episodes. Like, it's absolutely crazy how much they've just dumped on us. Just reveal after reveal. It's made for such a good story, though. I'm really excited to see where the third game is going to go, because obviously there's way more that they're gonna mention to us. So I really hope they keep up the momentum, because the second game has been miles better than the first. Like, the first was okay, it was good, right? But this has just been phenomenal. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop talking. We'll end it here. We're gonna go through Ushio's route in the next episode. I don't know how long it is. If it's short enough, I'll just do in one episode, but we'll see. Anyways, you guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.